Alright guys, welcome back to the final week of the side quest. Go in and claim your tickets. Always check your Mysterium and make sure that if you have to spend some, you spend some because you don't want to do the quest and go overboard on your Mysterium. So we're just going to back out, go back in, and nothing too crazy. A couple nodes to think about in the side quest. Again, take a team based on the champions that you're allowed to bring in this week. Again, I'm going to do the same thing where I'm picking up the shards and a little bit of tier 6 class catalysts. I'm going to speed through these fights here. The first one, he's going to go unblockable a little bit. You got to watch out for that. Nothing too exciting on this Ultron here. He is kind of annoying with his evades, I guess, in general. But again, I am going to speed through these ones. He does get the unblockable, and that's going to come back later on again on the boss fight as well. Nothing too crazy, though. We're just going to take our time here and make sure that if he does throw an evade, we don't get clipped too badly. And he doesn't have to, go for the heavy and get hit with the evade. Again, nothing too crazy here. I know there were some issues with the side quest the moment it came out. Apparently you were able to go in and it wasn't using one of your entry tickets, so they didn't want people to exploit it, so it immediately got taken down and then put back up, maybe 30 minutes later. Nothing too crazy there, but that's the first fight done. Next one, just trying to remember what all the nodes were. Yeah, old Man Logan here has special interference. If you use the last special that he used, then he can go stun immune for a little bit, but nothing too crazy here with old Man Logan. So we're just going to go and kind of just fight as usual. Nothing really to worry about here. Again, I'm just bringing in top champions for it. Again, they're not too crazy. But a few things to look out for, and I think one of the nodes has a new one that I've never seen before, or at least I don't recall seeing it, so we'll point that out shortly. So that's the second fight done. Next up, like here, I'm just going to go down towards the shards. So for infamous Iron Man here, we have diversion. So this one here has a falter that you just have to make sure that you stay away from when the timer ends so that he gets the falter unless you get the falter. So nothing else too crazy about this one, but what's going to be interesting is when that falter node and the unblockable node combine on the boss, that's where it's going to get a little more tricky. But I think that's the only thing that I found a little bit to look out for. But for this one, again, you can see I was too close there, so I got to back away. I'm faltered, so now just got to keep track of that timer. Got to back away and then attack back in. You can even take advantage of the falter if you want. When he's got it, you don't even have to block. You can just kind of let him hit into you and counter right away, but pretty straightforward there with the falter node. Next up for Emma Frost here, Limber Tactical Retreat. So this is an interesting one. There is similar to like an encroaching stun where you have to throw a special when the timer ends. When that timer in gray below Shuri there, when it ends, it's going to turn colors, and when it turns like purple, I think, then you have to do an evade. And if you don't evade by the time that purple timer ends, then you are going to take some damage. So you have to dash backwards every time that timer disappears. So just keep an eye on that, and you will be just fine. Okay, you're getting some codes there for the for the murder box. It's 70345, I believe. If you haven't done that, I have a video on how to unlock the murder box if you haven't done that. So check that one out as well. Here for this invisible woman. Again, nothing too crazy on this one other than don't get hit in the face. Yeah, I didn't play this one particularly well. I was just getting hit everywhere, but nothing too crazy on this node. I think it's just if you hit into her block, she's going to regen like 500%. So don't hit into the block. Nothing too crazy on that end. Just avoid doing that and you are good to go. So she goes down pretty easily. And last but not least is we combine a couple of those nodes all together for this Sentinel boss. And I think I do screw this one up, which again, I'm not going to solo everything. But the main thing on this one is he's got arc overload, he's got the special interference, the buff, toggle, the diversion, and the power armor. The main thing is to keep track of the falter and the unblockable. And really, there's nothing too crazy there, but there's two timers going on, one a little bit faster than the other. And his specials, at least, both can be evaded, but sometimes you do mess it up. But here, I got to back away, and now I can attack in, and I just have to be careful, again, if I throw the same special that he's thrown, and that I wasn't even really thinking about while I was doing this one, is that it's going to make him passively stun immune as well. So I got to be careful there. I got to back away, but he gets too close to me, I get faltered. So now I got to wait for that falter timer to end, but then he's also, he was also there unblockable. So it's just managing those two timers, but it's really not as bad as it seems. But again, you can see there, I did not manage it with that special, threw it without backing away first to make sure the falter timer didn't end. Now I've got both of them gonna happen soon, so I gotta hit in, back away, and then I think I get clipped at one point, and I end up dying, and I go in with like Deathless King Groot to finish it off. So I'll let the music play out for the rest of it. Hopefully you've got enough tips here from this week to finish this one off. Again, be careful with your Mysterium, because you do get quite a bit of Mysterium from the runs and the objectives. Make sure you spend some and don't go over the 50K. Hope that helped, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.